Hey guys, what's up? This is Matthew Davis meeting once again. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw, and this time it is going to be on The Kitchen. Okay, so this is based on the Vertigo comic book series from DC Entertainment. The film stars Melissa McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish, and Elizabeth Moss as three 1978 Hell's Kitchen housewives whose mobster husbands are sent to prison by the FBI, left with little but a sharp axe to grind. The ladies take the Irish mafia's matters into their own hands, proving unexpectedly adept at everything from running the brackets to taking out the competition. Literally. And that's basically all that you really need to know about The Kitchen. And I was looking forward to this movie. I was intrigued by the concept. I did not actually know this was based off a comic book series, and that's quite saying something right there, because DC is known for, I mean, come on, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Justice League. Yeah, they're best known for those. Not, like I don't know how popular it was, but I knew nothing about that. The movie looked interesting, so I was hoping that, it would actually have a concept good enough to actually have a good movie and not actually let me down. And that's exactly what this movie did. It let me down. I mean, really, this movie was terrible. Like, oh my god, where do I begin? Yeah, I saw this with my mom last night, and when the movie was over, when we got out, we looked at each other and we literally just went to each other and went like, "That movie sucked." Like, really. And my mom really wanted to see the movie, and yeah, she did not like it either. I mean, this movie had so much going for it. I mean, it wasn't really advertised that much, but all right, let me lay the few things first. Okay, Melissa McCarthy is all right in the movie. Everybody is all right in the movie. I mean, they do their best to give the best performances that they have. They try to be entertaining enough, but all in all, this movie was pretty boring, if you ask me. And that's saying a lot, because I enjoy mob movies. I mean, come on, we got the Martin Scorsese masterpieces like Goodfellas and The Departed and other good fun mobster movies, but this was not one of them. And for this being about three women, like if last year there was a movie called Widows that kind of had the same concept a little bit, but I heard that movie was actually supposed to be good. And just like Ocean's 8 as well, except I actually enjoyed Ocean's 8 for what it was. Also, it has a good soundtrack. Like, there was a lot of good song choices for the movie, and they were good to listen to. I mean, not all the songs made it feel like it was taking place in the 70s. Some of it, for the most part, did. But my biggest problem with the movie is it did not know what the best way to entertain or speak to the audience was. And what I mean by that is this movie was a mess. I mean, it was poorly directed, it was poorly edited, and it just didn't make any sense. Like, how can you take a concept as interesting as this and a film based off a comic book series, and you just, well, I mean, besides Green Lantern and all those other films by DC, I mean, this doesn't really count, because I mean, this is a comic book movie, but you might not even know that it's based off a comic book. You might just think it's like, are they fighting bad guys in a kitchen or something? But no, this is no. Hell's Kitchen is involved in it, and I don't think it means like the TV series, Gordon Ramsay and all that. But I thought I would have a lot more to say about this movie, but I guess it's kind of because I'm kind of forgetting about it, like what actually happens in this movie. I will say this though. This movie relies way too much on entertaining you with mindless violence. Like, that's one thing I was really surprised with the violence. It's very violent, actually. I just thought, there was going to be a lot of shootings, but no, there are some really disturbing scenes. I'm like, what am I watching right now? Like, there's literally a scene, and yes, I'm gonna spoil, because come on, who really saw this movie? And does it look like you're really gonna care? I mean, if you do, then don't watch this. There was literally a scene with a garbage truck, and bags of like guts are coming out. Like, really? What was that just to entertain? I mean, just because a movie is very violent doesn't easily make it an entertaining film. We already saw that in, you know, you know, I think it's pretty clear. Just because a movie is very violent, that doesn't mean it's gonna be a good movie. I mean, come on, we knew that already. But besides the fact, I mean, people just get killed off like unexpectedly. Like there's this one guy on the phone just talking on the phone, and then he just gets killed off randomly. Like I did not see that coming at all. We all jumped in our seats. Actually, there was only two people with us when we saw the movie. And, honestly, this movie focuses way too much on music montages, like montages where they're just taking on, bad guys, bad-ish guys, and they're just like, and then they're just counting money, all the money they collected. It goes absolutely nowhere. There are scenes in this movie that go absolutely nowhere. Like, there are scenes like Melissa McCarthy's character and her husband have kids, and we don't really see them that much. And I kind of forgot that there were kids in the movie that didn't really do much. That's the thing. Characters don't really do much in terms of like the husbands and the wives. Hey, I mean, they try to have good chemistry, but honestly, they just really don't. Characters, none of the characters really worked. I mean, if it was edited properly and scenes didn't happen off so randomly, unexpectedly, then it could have been kind of a bit more intriguing. I mean, there were a few good ideas in here, I will admit. But, all in all, it just made for a movie that has no good character development, a story that was ruined with poor editing, poor direction, and I think this is the director's first time, so no offense, but all in all, it just could have been so much better than it actually was. I mean, and it kind of ends like out of nowhere, like, or not out of nowhere. What I basically mean, like, is it ends kind of like too quickly, honestly, as if there's supposed to be another movie. Like, okay, we better start wrapping this up because we don't want to make the movie too long or something like that. I don't really know, but it's about an hour and 42 minutes long. So I was checking my watch, like, or watching my phone because I don't have a watch. Like, this movie needs to be over. Is it going to be over at any minute? And surely enough, yeah. And nobody really minded because, like I said, there were only two other people in the movie too. So yeah, it's a shame though, because I liked the concept. I thought this was gonna be a fun mobster movie. Because Melissa McCarthy is a good actress, and I think she's a funny comedian at sometimes. And I heard she was also really. There was another movie she was in that came out last year called "Can You Ever Forgive Me?" And that movie's supposed to be really good too. I think she got nominated for an Oscar for that. So she's in good movies, but this is definitely not one of those movies. I'm gonna give The Kitchen same rating as I gave 47 Meters Down on Caged, a 1 out of 5. So yeah, I did not want to hate this movie that much, and that is a shame too. But I did, like, really, almost nothing worked in this movie. It could have been so much better, and just, I'm like, what went wrong? Like, what went wrong here? But it's a movie that wasn't that good. I'm just gonna forget about it and probably, like, I don't know, a few more hours. But yeah, I mean, this movie isn't doing that well, so should it really matter? Nah, it really shouldn't matter. Alright, I definitely have a couple more videos planned before the end of the month. Like I said before, I wanted to make another chat with Matt video before the month ends. I'm probably gonna have to write a list on the stuff that I want to talk about because I haven't done chat with Matt in almost 2 months, maybe just over a month. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.